In this video, I'll explain the difference between trading US dollar margined and inverse perpetual futures on Bybit. So if you go into futures trading, you can see up here we have USDT and USDC markets, and then right here we have inverse as well. The way that we margin our positions is different between the two. I'll quickly explain how funding our futures account works first, and then explain the two major differences between US dollar and inverse contracts. So how crypto futures actually work is that in order to open trades, you need to put some collateral in your account. This is money or value that you use in order to fund potential losses in your trades when you close them out. And the crypto exchange doesn't really care how much money that you have versus the trade size that you open. They just care that you have some money to pay for a potential loss in that trade. So we can use many different assets as value. You can use US dollar stablecoins, you can use crypto assets like Bitcoin and ETH, but you need some value there in order to open the trade. Once you've got that value in your account, you can then go and open the trade in the futures market. Now, we can open a trade the exact same size as the value of our collateral. So if you have $1,000 of USDT in there, you can open a $1,000 trade, that's fine. But the reason that people can use margin or leverage on their trades in futures is because the exchange doesn't really care how much money that you have in your account. They just care that you can pay for potential losses. So let's say you have $1,000 in your account as collateral. Well, you can open up a 1x leverage trade, which is a $1,000 trade. You can also open up a 2x leverage trade, which means your trade size with the market is $2,000. The exchange lets you do this because you still have $1,000 of money there to pay for a loss. It's just that you can only afford a 50% downside move now because you have a $2,000 trade and you have $1,000 to pay for the loss. So you can only withstand a 50% loss now on that $2,000 trade. If you open up a 5x leverage trade, so now you have a $5,000 position, but only $1,000, then you can withstand a 20% loss. If you open up a 10x leverage trade on that $1,000 that you have, you now have a $10,000 position, which means you can only withstand a 10% loss in that trade. The exchange doesn't care about this. It just cares that you have enough money in your account to fund those potential losses. The only difference is for you, depending on how much volatility to the downside that you can actually handle versus your trade size and your collateral. So that's how we fund positions. The money or the value or the crypto is just there to pay for potential losses in our trades. How does this relate to US dollar and inverse contracts then? Well, with US dollar contracts, and these are the most popular, the profits and losses are exchanged in dollars. And you can fund your account with stablecoins, dollars like USDT and USDC. Now, what we do here is trade on the US dollar contract. So trade, futures, you can see them right here. We have USDT and USDC markets. These are just two different versions of US dollar stablecoin. Most people will trade USDT, and then you have the different markets here. Now, you will be exchanging profits and losses in your trades in dollars. And for the most part, most people fund their trades with dollars as well. That makes it easy to work out how much cash that you have to fund your position. You know you've got $1,000 in there, and that means you know exactly how much leverage you're taking on that $1,000 if you choose to take leverage, right? So if you have a 2x leverage trade, you know that's $2,000, and your dollars never change, right? You have that $1,000 cash, that value is not going to change because we are trading against dollars here, and we are exchanging profits and losses in dollars. So you know exactly how much collateral that you have to fund your trades. Makes things a bit easier and a bit less volatile because your collateral isn't moving around. Now, to make things a little bit more complex, on Bybit, in your unified trading account, you can actually use cross margin mode. So if we go up to the top and click settings and then cross margin right here, what this does is it actually allows you to use multi-asset collateral to fund your trades. What that means is you can put dollars into your unified trading account to go ahead and trade with, that's fine. But Bybit will also let you add crypto assets in there as well. So for example, you can put some Bitcoin in your account and some ETH in your account. And what Bybit will do is take the dollar value of that, and that obviously changes every second, and they'll calculate that. But your crypto assets will have a dollar value as well, and they will let you use the dollar value of that collateral to fund your trades. Now that's obviously a bit different, right? Because if you have $1,000 of cash in your account, like a stablecoin, you know that's not going to change. If you have $500 of cash and $500 worth of Bitcoin in your account, well, that Bitcoin is going to have a different dollar value every second, right? Because it's going to change. And so that collateral may rise and fall dependent on exchange rates. However, when you trade US dollar margined contracts, you are exchanging your profits and losses in dollars. Now, for the most part, people will fund with USD or stablecoins, but you can also use crypto asset collateral as well and the dollar value of that. Just know that if you do that, then the dollar value of your collateral is going to move up and down, which makes your trading a little bit more volatile because, of course, you're now funding your trades with volatile asset collateral. So you might think you have $1,000 of collateral, but if your Bitcoin falls, you might actually have less collateral, which is obviously going to affect how much of your trades that you can fund. With inverse contracts, we not only fund our positions with the asset, not dollars, but we also exchange profits and losses in the asset and not dollars. So as an example here, we have the US dollar margin contract. If I make a profit, I will actually get dollars back in my account. And I know that I can fund with dollars. You can also fund with other assets as well, but it's the dollar value of those, and profits and losses are exchanged in dollars. What I'm going to do now is go to trade, futures, inverse, Bitcoin USD. You can see the other assets you can trade here. But the exchange rate is going to be the same. We're still trading Bitcoin against dollars, only if I make a profit here, I'll actually get Bitcoin in my account. And if I make a loss, I'll have to pay out Bitcoin to the other side. Trading inverse contracts is much more volatile than trading US dollar margin contracts. With US dollar contracts, you can fund your account with dollars. They don't change in value because you're always trading against dollars. You have $1,000 there. You know that you can open up a trade, and if you make 10%, that's actually coming back to you in dollars. 10% of whatever trade size that you have, that will come back in dollars. With inverse, we are actually using the underlying asset to fund our trades. So let's say I'm trading inverse and I have Bitcoin in my account and I'm long Bitcoin and the price goes up. Well, not only is my collateral actually going up in value versus dollars as well, so I've got the asset there going up in value, but I've also got the trade winning, and so I get the profits in Bitcoin as well, which means that I'm going to be making more money on that trade for the same size versus if I was using cash to fund the trade, because that cash doesn't move in value, right? So that's just going to be a 20% win on my trade in cash. But on the other side, that will be a 20% win on my trade. Plus, I've got the Bitcoin still that's gone up in value as well. So you can actually make exponentially more money when you win because you have the underlying asset as well. Now, obviously, that works to the downside that if I was long Bitcoin and I had Bitcoin in my account and my trade was coming down, so my trade was losing, I was losing money. Not only is my trade losing, but my collateral is also losing as well, losing value versus dollars. And so it's much more volatile to the downside. So with inverse, you get much more volatility for every percentage move because you're trading long or short the asset and you've got the underlying asset as collateral as well. Another way to use inverse contracts is to actually hedge your exposure. So let's say that you've got some Bitcoin and you think the price is going to go down in a bear market. You don't want to sell your Bitcoin because it's your asset and you may create a tax liability. So you don't want to sell the Bitcoin. How do you create a trade that benefits from the price going down? Well, you can trade an inverse contract. You can put Bitcoin in there and then you can take a short position. Now, if the price does fall, your Bitcoin is going to fall in value versus dollars, but your trade, your short trade, is going to create profits as the price falls. And so that can offset some of the losses that you made in the dollar value of your Bitcoin. And that's known as hedging. Now, if you get the trade wrong and the price goes up, well, your short trade is going to lose because it's essentially a sell trade. So you'll lose money there, but your underlying asset, you've still got the Bitcoin, that's going to offset the losses there. So you give up some upside for taking a trade that may benefit from the downside. To make things a little bit more complex as well, you can kind of do this in the US dollar margined contracts as well, because Bybit now let you trade with cross margin. So that means that you can actually put your Bitcoin in to fund trades on the US dollar contract side as well, right? And that means that if you open a short trade on the US dollar contract side, then your Bitcoin will be there funding that trade, but you'll obviously get dollars back and not any wins and losses in the underlying collateral. I'll leave my full Bybit trading guide down in the description below if you want to see me open and close positions in all of these markets, and a deposit bonus to Bybit if you're a new user will be down there as well. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.